It's here. Okay, you guys, Christmas has come early this year. I am about to unbox my mini excavator. I have ordered this from China. Total all-in cost was $14,000. That include all the gas to drive to the Port of Los Angeles. That includes all the shipping from the manufacturer in China all the way to the port. That includes the freight forwarder and the warehouse fees. And some of you may not know, there's a 25% tariff, a 25% import tax on the value of your import that is coming from China due to the trade war. If you're in the US, that is. I managed to fit this excavator on my trailer here. There's about 3 inches of clearance all the way around, so before I even ordered it, I made sure to convert the millimeter measurements of the machine that my Alibaba supplier provided me with, and then measured my trailer. That way I wouldn't have a sad day when I got to the Port of Los Angeles to pick it up and not be able to fit it on my trailer. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a little bit here of what it looks like. You can see here we have 4 D-rings that are on my trailer here. I have these J-hook 2-inch straps. Got it Cal Ranch that the working limit is 3,333 pounds. So I made sure I really tied this down good because it's a tall container. It's 8 feet tall. I have four straps total around this. I've taken this one, thrown it over the top, and then I've done one from this and this side. This trailer is designed for scissor lifts. It's a little tilt trailer. It can handle a total of 5,600 pounds and plus the weight of the trailer. This mini excavator, it's a 2 metric ton, 4,500 pounds. It's not a light piece of machinery. I made sure that before I took my trip to the Port of Los Angeles, I put brand new tires on this guy. The trailer that I bought had the original tires, and the tires were starting to split. Here's my truck. It's a flatbed Ford F-250. Can easily handle the mini excavator. My manufacturer packaged this really well. When it was on the cargo vessel at sea, it was very solidly wrapped. They had plastic wrap completely surrounding this box here, this carton, and it's nailed shut and also stapled. Very heavy duty. I have not seen this. You guys are gonna get to see it at the same time. Let's hope that all the attachments are there. Okay, so the tools that I'm going to use to unbox the mini excavator are a framing hammer, a cat's paw, this long pry bar. I may use a rubber mallet as well. I'm gonna start by unhooking the J-hooks and getting all of that off. This was put on with a forklift directly onto the trailer. We're gonna need to unbox it so that we can then fill it with diesel fuel if it doesn't have any in it, and then drive it off the trailer. The plastic wrap got all tangled up in the J-hook straps. We have all the hooks off now, every one of the ratchet straps, and we are going to now start taking apart the carton. I first started shopping for this July of this year, and it's now the 3rd week of October, so it was a solid 3 months from when I started shopping to when I had it at my house. Let's get working on taking apart the box. So it has a pallet built onto it on the bottom. Ooh, I can almost see inside the box. This is great. When you order your engine, you want to make sure, especially if you're in the US, that it's an EPA compliant engine. I had to spend about $2,300 extra, well, with the import tax, about $3,000 extra to get a EPA certified engine. I upgraded from the Chinese made diesel engine to the Japanese made Yanmar engine. And because I did that, I didn't have any issues with customs related to the engine and it being EPA certified or not. You do need to get a certificate. It's called the Certificate of Conformity. You can get this from your supplier, and I recommend getting it early in the process. When you get it ready for shipment, I also recommend getting a picture of the valve cover from your supplier that shows the model number of the engine and the serial number. Because then if you have any issues with the EPA, you'll be able to trace it back to like which engine it is, and then if your supplier doesn't get the certificate to you, you can actually get it from your engine manufacturer. So in my case, it would be Yanmar. If you have the serial number and the model number, you'll be able to get that. That was a mistake that I made. I did not get a picture of the valve cover. There was actually a week-long Chinese National Day. I ended up having to wait several days to get that certificate from my supplier, and that mini excavator was already on the pier and off the cargo vessel, off the ship at that point. So yeah, it's just one recommendation I have. Take our hammer. There we go. Oh yeah, it's in there. It's an actual excavator. It's like a giant toy. Not really, it's a very dangerous piece of equipment that you must handle with care. Luckily it fit on the trailer. I didn't know if it would fit. Even though I measured it, you never know. You never know if the box is gonna be slightly too big. So luckily I had several inches to spare. But, I mean, you could always bring a larger trailer. I had the unfortunate event while I was unboxing the excavator. The camera toppled over. It was top heavy on the tripod and smashed my lens. So I waited until I got a new lens so that I could enjoy this present with you guys. Let's get unboxing. It's gonna fall shortly here. Don't fall on the camera this time, right? Oh, it's beautiful. I'm putting on gloves so I don't have to get slivers. Pop off this sidewall. They have this little wooden piece on top there. It's kind of holding this sideboard on. We need to pry that loose. Looks like we got the top off. I'm gonna take the hammer to it. There we go. That's a beautiful cabin. Wow. You gotta check this out. I swung it open like a door hinge. Here it is. There's the excavator and all of its attachments. We'll make sure everything's here. It looks like it is. Kind of speechless, actually. We're gonna be using it for the yard here. There's a lot of stumps. This is an attachment called a ripper. it will tear through roots and pull up stumps. It's a single tooth on it. You can see that. Pry the top part of this off, guys. Okay guys, so I have all except for this little side wall and the roof fully off. Here it is. This is a fully enclosed cabin. My supplier has included this awesome little toolbox. Some manufacturers do this as like a courtesy. My manufacturer also included this free narrow bucket. I'm gonna use it for trenching and like redesigning my entire sprinkler system. You look here. Yep, there's the interior. Looks like it has wipers on it and a little light. I think I need to attach that. It looks like it's not fully attached. Okay guys, it is now fully unboxed. Got all the walls off. Here are all the sides. Looks like we have our hydraulic oil here. That's a tank. And it looks like it's full already. And before we even start looking at the machine or opening up the machine, I'm gonna clean up all of these boards and boxes, except for the large ones, and throw them in the trash so that way we don't step on anything. And I'm also gonna take my little metal magnet tool and pick up all the staples that fell out of the boards so no one steps on anything.